What up, y'all? I'm Steve with Elevate, and I want to talk about how to install your new Super Surfer Baller Series heater. Alright, so you got your Surfer, your Super Surfer ready to go. The number one thing you want to do, and can you hear it? The gods are so stoked about this, they're out rumbling today. But anyways, the first thing you want to do is make sure your unit is turned off and cold. The heater needs to be cold. You definitely don't want to risk burning yourself. Once it's turned off, you're going to go ahead and gently rock back and forth or wiggle your heater right off of your Super Surfer. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and take your Super Surfer Baller Series heater cover, proudly made by Elevate Premier, and you're going to install this right over it. So when you look at this, we have a screen installed in here. Now, if that screen comes out or something happens or whatever, there it is. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and install this. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure that it's nice and rounded so it can sit up into the thing. And we like it to sit up, and that's going to reduce the amount of rubies that go inside. So you'll just slide it up in there and get it up to where the part of the screen is just inside the Mariah right there. And then the next thing you can do is take a pick, and you're just going to push this down, holding that up, and bada bing, bada bang. And I know I definitely made it look easy, and it is fairly easy, but if you can't get in there, just give it some patience, you will get it in there. But we do have this pre-installed. So now that we got that, we're ready to go. You're going to go ahead and slide this over, and be careful not to push your heater down. Again, make sure that your heater is up, nicely adjusted. Make sure it's centered, that when you look down, it's centered. If it's not, go ahead and adjust it in there. Then you're going to go ahead and slide this over it. And again, push it down and rock it back and forth until it's nice and tight while you're pushing it down. Then it's going to be nice and rockable tight. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and we'll set this thing over here because I'm right-handed. The next thing you do is take your bag of beads. And for me, what I have found the easiest way to do this is you only want to do this to one bag, but create basically a little bag funnel. And so we'll use our knife right here, and we're going to cut off maybe about 5 to 6 millimeters. And you can see that right there, not really much. And then you can go ahead and open that up and pour those in. If you cut too small of a hole, no big deal. You can always cut it slightly bigger. Now, I just went ahead and went crazy and dropped a few out the side. Again, not a big deal because they're safely held inside your Surfer. So there is 100 beads. And so if you need to get those out, you can put that on there, or you can put your finger on there and just kind of dump them out. And I only got 2. So we'll go ahead and take that back off. Drop 1 in there, drop 2 in there. All right, so the next trick is, because I don't want to do this to 2, and if you don't completely empty the bag and you got some left over, you definitely want a place to store them. So we'll just fill them up in here, making sure that your little cut is definitely up so they don't fall back out. And then we'll come back over here and slightly fill it up again. And so you want to make it full, but it can't be too full because the heater, the baller cap has to fit on the inside. So that was a perfect 200. Wow, that fit just perfectly. I think we might be good and not need to put in any more beads. Actually, I think we are actually great. And so now we'll just go ahead and install the cap to it right there. Bada bing, bada. Oh, look, we got one leftover little buddy hanging out there. Let's get him in there. I think we can put him in there. Then you go ahead and install your cap. Bada bing, bada bang. Your new Baller Series heater is now attached to your Super Surfer for the ultimate big, giant, raw dab hits. Now, vaping is always raw dabs, but this gives you like these concentrate raw dab hits. Freaking nuts. For some, it's too much, so beware. If it's too much and this is not really for you and you really like this, save your beads, you can always dump the beads out and your heater will act as a standard surfer heater. So no big deal. But we've also found that sometimes you really want to get a nice blast hit, and the Baller Series Ruby heater is the way to go. Thanks a lot for your support. Thanks a lot for these almost 20 years of this amazing dream. Rock out. Elevate. Mind, body, spirit.